Cold Tuesday morning, first job this week is the Volvo. Cooling system's almost done. Doing the handbrake at the moment, and then move on to a couple other things, finish the drivetrain off. After that, I think I've got a cage to install, which is over here somewhere. Here it is. Got this cage to go into Jons black saloon that I was doing some welding on the chassis legs last week, so yeah, I think that's the next job once I've got the Volvo finished. Saying Amjad, how many jobs you got left? You finished them all, aye?
I've finished most of them. I've got Lesley's car in for a full polybush rear end, so that'll probably do.
Oh, polybushing. So full polybush rear end on Lesley's white E36 saloon. So yeah, that's about it. Volvo. Woohoo! Volvo. What are you doing?
Doing the tyres on this, mate.
So why are you doing tyres, Skinny?
For a storage customer for drifties, so they can just arrive, jump in the car, and out you go.
Cool. I wish that was available when I started drifting. That would be mint. So this is Rory's car. Amjad just finished a load of work on it. So one of the services that we offer at Driftland is to basically do everything, all the stuff that sucks. So you can just turn up and drive your car and then leave it broken or not broken with a pile of bust tyres, and then we'll sort it for next time you're coming. Something that we've been doing since we started. And we've got a lot of customers that take us up on that. I'm not surprised because the prep sucks. What are you doing now?
This is getting a full polybush rear end.
We've been a Powerflex dealer for, I don't know, maybe 4 years now, 5 years. We swear by them, we won't use anything else. So if you need any Powerflex bushes, hit us up. Lesley's car's getting the full rear subframe treatment. So Andy's just taking all the drivetrain off at the moment, and then drop this rear subframe down. Where's the bushes at? Let me see the shiny things. Oh, get them out then, come on! What's good about Powerflex as well is they have a massive stock of stuff. So most of the time, if you order something, it's here within, well, I would say 2 days max.
At the most, yeah. So we have rear anti-roll bush. This is your rear trail arm bushes.
Rear trail arm bushes are one of the most important bushes on an E36.
Rear disc mount, back and plate.
Oh, aye. Right.
The rear upper inner arm bushes.
Ooh.
This is a new one. I haven't fitted Powerflex ones before.
I think I've done these ones.
And I've still got all the other stuff. I need to go and get them from stock.
Oh, in our stock?
Yes. That's the car all built back up. And now what I need to do is test drive it, and hopefully we're all good to go for Sunday for Lesley's to drive.
So I've started on the handbrake install for Matthew's Volvo. Never done a Volvo 760 before, surprisingly. As you can see, removed majority of the interior, centre console, a couple bits of trim from the front there, just to get everything out of the way. What's difficult about this is the height of the tunnel. The floor is actually quite low in this car, and so is the tunnel, so there's quite a distance there, so we're probably going to have to use a long handle. So this is roughly where the handbrake's going to sit. You can see that I've made this plate, or started making the mounting plate for the handbrake. So it's got some captives on the back. I just welded them in there just now. So yeah, I'll go something like this. And then I'll add some bracing on the bottom, some bracing on the tunnel, and weld it in along the top here, and then work out clearance for the lever and master cylinder should sit just right next to the handbrake here. Yeah, and then just run the lines, prime it, paint it, get it all looking nice, and then see how much of the original interior we can get back in. I've got the handbrake mount welded into the Volvo, as you can see here. Started to trim the interior and the carpet back. So next thing to do is to fit the trims. Well, I've got these over here. I've already modified these to fit. And you can see that I've trimmed the section out of these to clear the handbrake. And also this one here, you can see there's a big section missing here. And the centre console as well to go in. So yeah, generally with these we try and sort of sort of semi-suss this out before we commit to where the handbrake goes, so we can work out where the cuts are, and then it's just a case of doing some measurements to work out where you need clearance, and hopefully this will all go back together and look reasonably OEM.
Time we get cracking with Jons E36, we'll start getting it all stripped down, ready for the cage. So this is the bolting cage that we're going to fit to Jon's car. This actually just came out of his old car and is now going to go into his other one. This is a 6-point bolting, so we need to get this in the car, mark out on the floor where the foot plates need to be, and there'll be a little bit of building up to do, weld them in, get them nice and strong. We'll also put captive nuts in so that this just goes straight into the floor. Probably take the cage in and out like 6 times. Anyone who's fitted a cage will know, particularly a bolting, will know how much of a pain in the ass it is, because it only just fits, because obviously it's meant to be a tight fit to the car. So hopefully we can get this in and get it fitted nice and snug to the pillars, get the base plates tacked up, and see how it goes from there. Amjad!
Hi!
Want to give us a hand?
Not really, but aye. I'm only helping this one thing.
Oh, aye.
Let you see that. Let's go have a look. It's not bad for a bolting. You know, obviously bolting's never quite fit as good as welding. It follows the roof line not bad. The screen back could be closer, but you can see the main difference here in the height. So obviously we want this bar here to be nice and tight up onto the A pillar around here, and then nice and tight up on the roof line, so we need to do a little bit of adjustment, and then we will put some mounting plates in here. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap. That's fine, we'll build that up. The front looks like it just sits in there nice and flat. See how it goes. I've got the main base plates for the A pillar in, all welded up. You can see they've got the captive nuts on them as well. So I'm just going to go and prime these before I put the cage back in for the second last time. And also base plates in for the back stays, and obviously the front plates are in here. They've already been primed and drilled, so there'll be captive plates on the front and captive plates on the back with some lift boxes.
Hi. What's happening? Jumanji!